Hello everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. This will be episode 14, and as promised we are going to get into some Thaumcraft today. In preparation, I've actually spent the better part of the last couple of hours doing nothing but research. Now, I've got quite a few discoveries here. I didn't want to actually look at them until I was recording, so let's go ahead and see what I got. And I'm going to keep working at this off camera, but this is what we got for the moment. I actually got two of this one. This is the Arcane Focus Fire. It is used with an arcane boar, which I might get around to making at some point in the near future here, but it's not really high priority for me. This is the Goggles of Revealing. This is a really neat item. I'm probably going to get around to making this very, very soon. I might even do it this episode, because it's too good to pass up. This is a nasty item. This is called the Crucible of Souls. It's pretty expensive to make. Uses a gas tier, rotten flesh, a bone, all sorts of nasty stuff. It also uses a soul fragment, which I haven't gotten around to doing yet. But whereas a normal crucible burns items for Vis, this burns things, living creatures. You can stick this on top of something's house, and it will eat them for Vis. Don't piss me off. The Quicksilver Core upgrades the speed of devices if it's attached to them. That's what you use Quicksilver Core, or Quicksilver for. Harnessed Rage increases the damage or aggression of devices. Which, speaking of which, this is the Traveling Trunk. Basically, it's a chest that follows you around. The Harnessed Rage will allow the Traveling Trunk to attack enemies for you. I actually got really lucky, and I got an Eldritch recipe for Eldritch Stone. Now, it requires a Seed of Darkness, which I can't make yet. But you've seen the pillars floating over top of the monoliths? That's Eldritch Stone. Now, I can't duplicate the invulnerability aspect of it, but whatever. And this is the Thaumic Generator. If you feed this thing Vis, it will generate power for whatever's connected to it. Industrial craft electricity, bluetricity for red power, or buildcraft power. So, I got some pretty neat discoveries there. I'm going to go toss them all in my Thaumcraft chest for now. I also have a lot of trickies and torturous that I'm going to have to try off camera. I have quite a collection of crystals going now. And I have plenty of resources to get started with Thaumcraft. So let's, first of all, there is one resource that I need to get for Thaumcraft. Do I have it in here? I don't have any at all, do I? I need, let's just grab a few sapphires. And a couple sticks. And we'll make us a sapphire axe. Now we need to go cut down a tree. But not just any tree. We could use wood for what we're about to do, but there is a more efficient way of doing it. You can see all the waypoints I got out there. I actually found a zombie spawner and a third skeleton spawner out there as well. It's pretty crazy what kind of stuff is out there. It's also pretty crazy, all these slimes derping around everywhere. Die, 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 die. I had a slime follow me into the water while I was trying to make some water cells. Drown itself. Stupid thing. Okay, and I have not waypointed any of what I'm looking for, so it may take me a minute here to find it. I don't think there's any out here in this direction, but we'll find out. They're pretty obvious. There actually might be some to the north. I know I've seen one relatively close to my base. I just can't remember exactly where it is. What I'm looking for is, of course, a great wood tree from Thaumcraft. Because what I'm about to do is going to require quite a bit of enchanted wood, and the return for enchanted wood is much higher if you use great wood. There's a marble vein over here I didn't know about. That's kind of cool. I'll have to remember that for later when I need marble. Okay, I know there's a forest somewhere around here. Just a plain old forest. Ow. Wearing full quantum so that doesn't actually, or full nano, so that doesn't actually hurt me. It just makes the nasty bone crunching sound now. That's a silverwood tree. That's not what I'm after. Silverwood trees, although cool, are not what I'm after here. I'm after the great wood tree. There it is. This is a great wood tree. Chop it down just like a normal tree. And you get this weird looking wood. And it actually does retain this texture if you place it down. There's actually multiple different types of redwood, or great wood. So I'm going to chop this tree down. Not all of it, just enough to hold me over for a while. I'll come get the rest of it later. Portal gun. That back on my hotbar. And we'll start running back. I found another exciting discovery while I was out exploring the world earlier, looking for some extra reeds, because me, like an idiot, broke down my entire reed farm and didn't have any reeds nearby. So I had to go adventuring to find reeds. Getting to be night, and I'm getting hungry, so I can't run anymore. But way out to the southeast, when I was going to the east, the closest jungle I found was over a kilometer away. You're in trouble. But I actually managed to find a jungle that was only about 500 meters away. Now, that's still a pretty long way, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot better than... Ow! It's a lot better than the kilometer. And now we gotta sit here and wait for the chunks to finish loading again. Teleporting over long distances makes Optifine do weird things with chunk loading. It's only visual. I'm not gonna like fall through the world if I walk out there or anything, but it's still annoying to watch. Where's my pork chops? There they are. There we go, nice and full. Now, I'm not even going to bother to sleep through the night. I'm just going to get to crafting. First of all, we are going to need a way to produce vis. There's actually two ways to produce vis. The first one we are going to go with is just a plain old crucible. Now the crucible is a cauldron, which is a vanilla Minecraft recipe, and a furnace, which is also vanilla, and a crystal. You can use any crystal, just a crystal. So, for this we're going to need a furnace. We're also going to need a cauldron, which I can't remember the recipe offhand. It's iron. So, metal bars, give me some iron. Upside down iron pants makes a cauldron. And we're going to need a crystal. Doesn't matter what type. So, let's come over here to our Thaumcraft chest and see which crystal we have the most of. Definitely vis crystals. So we'll just use a vis crystal. Vis crystal, cauldron, and a furnace gives you your crucible. I'm also going to need an infuser. An infuser is made with smooth stone, which of course I don't have any of it, and I haven't gotten around to putting my machines up here yet. Let's make sure I have some stone on me to turn into smooth stone before I screw around down there too much. The sorting system has been behaving itself a lot better since I made that change. Down. Thank you. Just toss the whole stack in here. We'll want it eventually. And we'll let that send all of the wonderful smooth stone up for us. It should just be putting it... I don't have smooth stone in this system. That's kind of funny. Come on, give me a piece of smooth stone so I can add it to the smooth stone chest. On the second sorter. Right there. Now some of it will end up in the smooth stone chest and some of it will be in the wrong chest, but I don't really care that much. Okay, now that we have our crucible, we need a way to move Vis around. That is going to require us to make some Vis conduits. A Vis conduit is wood around glass panes with a little bit of redstone in the middle. So let's come over here to our glass chest and get our glass panes. May as well get our spare glass while we're at it. And may as well get our smooth stone that finally showed up. And we're going to make some more glass panes here. I'm not going to need too many. Another stack or so should be good. And just like this, you have some Vis conduits. 24 of them for right now. We also need something to do with the Vis once we have it. That is where our thalmic infuser comes into play. That is a stone slab, any crystal, some smooth stone, and some iron. The stone slab is just like that. Get you 6 of them. Come back over here to Thalmcraft and grab another Vis crystal. Alright, stone slab on top, stone on the bottom, Vis crystal in the middle, and iron on the sides gives us our thalmic infuser. We also need some place to store it, which is a Vis storage tank. But what is this? This is enchanted wood, which we can't make yet. In order to make enchanted wood, you already have to have some Vis. So, I'm going to take all of my Vis crystals, and let's see here. What do I have that's going to be worth a decent amount of Vis? For right now, Thalmcraft gems actually produce not a lot, but more than cobblestone. So, I mean, if you got nothing else to use gems for, and I mean, really, what use are they other than making some tools and the sonic screwdriver? You may as well use them for something, right? So, we're going to come over here and we're going to put our crucible down right in the corner, just like that. We're going to put some Vis conduits, and I'm not going to drop them on the ground. I'm not going to do the whole under the ground, hide the pipe thing. I'm just going to put them like this. For right now, I'm going to take my thalmic infuser, and I'm just going to put it down right there. This is the interface, and by the way, yes, this is the vanilla texture for it. Isn't that an amazing texture? The guy that did this mod has some sick texture skills when he did it. So, let's put the sapphires in our hotbar and let's drop one in. It's going to burn it up and it's going to produce Vis and Taint. Let's drop a few more in. Get us some stuff to work with here. And it's going to burn it up and it's going to make us some liquid Vis, which right now is being stored in the crucible. It has nowhere else to go. This crucible can overfill, so you have to be kind of careful about what you throw in there, because if this stuff overflows, it kind of evaporates off into the local aura. It can cause all sorts of havoc, and it also attracts thaumic slimes, which you know how much I hate them. So let's take our Great Lord logs and put them in there, and let's toss a Vis crystal in with it. And we're very quickly going to see that it's going to pull some Vis through this conduit here into our thaumic table, or our thaumic infuser, and it gave us some enchanted wood. Let's get a little bit more of it, and let's just get... That's good for now. Now, it's pulled a lot of nice pure Vis through this line, but it's leaving the taint, which is kind of just sticking around in this tank. Now, there are ways to get rid of taint. I don't really have any right now, and some of the stuff that I'm going to eventually do is going to require taint, so I don't want to get rid of it quite yet. I do, however, need to move my infuser. So I'm going to break that off. The Vis is going to stay in the conduit here. It's not going to fall out, so we don't have to worry about that. Now that I have some enchanted wood, we can make some tanks. And just for speed's sake, we'll set up a portal there, and we'll set up a portal inside my workshop. Alright. The V storage tank is glass panes with enchanted wood in the corner. So, I have 5 pieces of enchanted wood. We'll use some glass panes like that, and that's going to get us 5 V storage tanks. Which really isn't a lot, but it's enough. It'll get us started anyway. If we put down a V storage tank, it's going to fill up. And if we put a tank next to it, once this tank fills up, it'll actually automatically pipe into this one, I believe. I'm not 100% sure about that. If not, I can always pick it up and move it later. Actually, you know what? I don't like it there. Let's take it off. Connected to the side of that tank, I'm going to have my thaumic infuser. There we go. Alright. Now, we have a place to store our Vis. Let's just go ahead and throw... I want to keep about 5. There we go. And we'll just let that process up. It's going to pump all of that Vis into my tanks here. It'll just store it up, and you can see how much those sapphires are producing. It's actually producing a surprising amount of Vis. Whoa! Ow. Yeah, you don't want to fall in a Vis tank, because Vis can actually hurt you if you fall in the crucible. So that's going to produce a lot of nice Vis for me to get started. It almost feels like a cheat. Almost. Now you can see I got a few depleted crystals. If you use a crystal in an infuser to produce something, sometimes you'll get a depleted crystal, and there is a device that you can get later that will allow you to recharge those crystals. Now, there's a few more devices that I want to get that I want to build for this thing. One of them is in relation to a discovery that I made quite a while ago. And you know what, let's put our orange portal on the inside here. Remember way back when I first got started with Thaumcraft, I found this recipe for the thaumic duplicator? Yeah, I want the thaumic duplicator. I'm also going to want, let's see, anything else I want to produce right away? I'll need some brains in a jar, but I need another discovery before I can start that. Charm of Life I didn't really care too much about. The Goggles of Revealing I am going to want to make, though. So, let's go ahead and, for right now, let's just get started with the Goggles of Revealing. No time like the present. For that, we're going to need some gold. We're going to need some iron, which we have on us. We're going to need some redstone. We're going to need our crystals, which we have on us. So, if we take redstone and put it in the middle of iron, we get a compass. Anyone who's played vanilla Minecraft knows that. Now, I'm actually going to need a total of 4 compasses. That gets me my compasses. And now I have everything on me. Let's head back to my laboratory. If you take a compass and you put it in here with gold bars and either a vis or a taint crystal, it's going to pull a lot of vis for this. You get a vis detector. There's 2 of them. Do the same thing with tainted crystals. You can see how the color in there has changed into a nasty dark color. That means I'm pulling out most of the pure vis and just leaving tainted vis. I'm not going to want to leave that way for too terribly long. How do you make a thaumium reinforced tank? It's a locked recipe, isn't it? That probably is. Thaumium reinforced tank. Oh yeah, it's a locked recipe. You gotta figure out how to make that one. Alright, so just to keep the balance up, let's go ahead and toss in some emeralds. That'll get us some more pure vis going into the tank and help keep the concentration of taint down so that we don't run a chance of one of these things blowing up on us, because tanks like this don't like to hold pure taint. If it's holding pure tainted vis, the tank is going to weaken and eventually it's going to explode. And I've never seen it happen, but I've heard it doesn't fool around. It explodes. So I'd rather not see that happen. Let's do the same thing with our rubies. Leave 5 in my inventory, chuck the rest in there. Now, if you take a taint detector and a vis detector and put it in with 1 of each of the elemental crystals, it's going to start processing, and it's going to give you a thermometer. Let's go ahead and make 2 of them. Earthen crystal, fiery crystal, aqueous crystal. Pull out our depleteds. And we have 2 thermometers. Now the goggles are revealing that wasn't a recipe for the table. That was just a regular recipe. It's a thermometer, a gold ingot, and some leather. Well, it just so happens I've killed some cows. I have some gold on me. Now, you can see down in the corner here, down in this corner right here, when I close any eye, you can see those little icons down there. Those icons indicate the relative taint and aura of the area that I'm in. So right now, the taint level is higher than the aura level, or the aura level is higher than the taint level. That is good, because when the aura level drops below the taint level, weird stuff happens. If I ever find one of those areas, I will be sure to record it. But now, with the goggles revealing on, you can see down in this corner where my options button is, now I get hard numbers. So I can tell what the taint and the vis level of any particular chunk is just by walking into it. So this entire area is pretty well focused. Ooh, this pretty good chunk right there. But it's pretty well focused on vis and pretty low on taint. That's a good thing. Tainted areas, I don't like them. They're interesting to look at, they're interesting to have to deal with, but I don't care for them. Now, the area that I built my workshop in may change a little bit. You can also see if I look at this, I can see how much vis and how much taint is in this tank. You can see there's a ton of taint in these tanks and not a whole lot of vis. I'm gonna need a way... Whoa, hello. Whoa, why was it... I don't know. I don't care. I didn't think it would burn me when I jumped in. But whatever. Alright, there's some other neat stuff that I want to build while I'm here. Get away from my vis tanks. Alright, there's some other neat stuff I want to build. I'm going to want to start working around with bees pretty soon. And I found that place off to the southeast where there's a jungle, but I don't want to have to walk out there. Well, it just so happens there's something I can do to help with that. If I come to my infuser and I put in a piece of gold and a piece of redstone, that is going to get me an arcane seal. This is used to make runes, or magical seals. Now, if I take and put in, I'm going to need some magic and some air essence for what I'm going to do. Magic, and actually I need a couple things before I can do that. First of all, I need some golden nuggets. Never thought these would have a use, huh? Well, they do now. I also need to come over here and I need to get some glowstone, because I need to make a sub-product. I need to make some nitor, which if you put redstone and glowstone in a table, you are going to get nitor. Nitor is some pretty interesting stuff. First of all, you can place it down in the world, and it'll glow. If you break it, you get it back. It also costs about 10 vis to produce nitor, but you get more than that when you burn it up. So you actually get a surplus. Now, it's not all pure vis, so you're getting tainted vis out of there too, and it takes pure vis to produce it. So you're using more pure vis than you're getting, but you're getting more total vis back. No, I don't want to put that down. What I want to do is I want to make a couple more pieces of it, actually. There we go. Now, you take this and you combine it with a crystal and a golden nugget, and you get a runic essence. I need some magic. I need some air. And I'm going to want some earth. There we go. Why did I go through all that trouble? Well, if I were to come over to, let's say, let's head over to my little bee warehouse. Seems like a good enough place to do this. So we'll head over to the bee house and find a good place to put it. Let's say right in the corner here. If we put our seal right there, and then we apply runic essence to it in the proper order, we get an effect. The order we're going to apply this in is magic, air, earth. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, which I guess I could produce one, but I'll hold off on that for a little while. Might even just do that off camera now that you've seen the recipe. It's one of each essence and some gold. It's not real hard. This here, what this does... Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm just going to go show you what it does. Let's take a walk. love that nano saber. One shot, one kill. It takes 2 shots on a zombie. Big deal. Let's throw our extra tank in here. Let's throw our discoveries in there. I am going to produce a thermic duplicator still this episode, but this other thing that I'm about to produce is just too cool to not show off. And it's also going to help me with my forestry stuff. Yes, I did that for a reason. Let's head out here and start running across the fields. And we're going to keep an eye out as we go, because I do need to find and kill a few more Endermen and some brainy zombies. So I do need more zombie brains. That's one thing that you really can never have enough of with Thaumcraft. Looks like I got really lucky with the Vis and taint levels around here. So I haven't seen a significantly high taint level anywhere. There's an Enderman. Come here, buddy. Oh, hello. Where'd you go? There you are. Hit him. Once. Ender Pearl, yes! I've been low on those forever. Now, you can see here, you see that little 1% down in the corner? That means in the next 5 seconds, there is a 1% chance that the taint level in this area is going to rise. It probably has to do with the fact that I killed the Enderman. There's a 3% for a rise there. Wonder why. Now, if it does rise, it's only going to rise by a couple of points probably, so it's not like the taint is going to go completely out of control if you don't keep a constant eye on it. Hello, spider. Hello, zombie. No brains? Bastard. Hi, creeper. Hi, skeleton. This nano saber is just way too powerful. I love it. Whoa, 10% chance for the Visar to rise. That's fine. See if I care. 12% chance. I'm not sure why the Visa level in that area is going up so fast, but I'm not going to argue. He dropped an artifact, and I don't have room to carry it. Just get rid of that. Let's put my lap pack on for just a second. Recharge my nano saber. Haha. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be me with a lag spike. Sucker. Alright. There's a brainy zombie. He dropped an artifact too. That's good. Even better yet, he dropped a taint by a forbidden artifact, which is really good. One of the most important researches I need to get in the near future is a forbidden research. Alright, so here I am at the jungle. Hello. There's a hole in the jungle. That's fine. I don't really care that much. But if I come over here, and let's just do it right, so, I don't know, say here. We'll take some stone. We'll build us a little platform right there. And then we're going to apply our seal here. And we're going to go magic, air, earth. Now, what did that do? that produced a teleporter. And you can actually see through to the other side. How cool is that? Now, using those teleporter signs, from what I've heard, can actually raise the taint aura in an area. So I've heard you don't want to overuse them, but I mean, how cool is that? I can go back and forth between the jungle now, which means I can start raising jungle bees. 13% chance for the taint in this chunk to rise. Wonder if that's because of all that teleporting I just did. That's a pretty crazy chance. Yeah, it's because of the teleporting I just did, isn't it? But again, it's only going to go up 1 or 2 points if it goes up at all. So, it's not like it's a huge deal. As long as you aren't overusing teleporters, it's not likely that you're going to cause any real harm. Now, there are a few more things that I want to accomplish in this episode. Number 1 is actually a vanilla item that kind of combines with something that I've got in Thaumcraft. I want to build myself an enchanting table. Which an enchantment table is 2 diamonds, some obsidian, and a book. Well, the book's no problem. I've got plenty of paper around here somewhere. If not, I got the reeds to make it. There's that. The obsidian, that's a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit. I have plenty of obsidian, it's just a matter of going and getting it. Let's just throw everything in here and let the system deal with it. I'll come back here and clean that stuff up later. And I need to keep the thumb duplicator recipe on me too. For right now, yellow portal there. If you were watching really closely, you just saw the taint level rise. It's at 1519 right now. Come on. But a 15% chance to go up. That's a little concerning. I hope it starts dropping soon. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to have to figure out a way to fight the taint. Let's come over here to my reed farm and grab a bucket of water. And then we'll just head over. No, I don't want to go out that door. I want to come out this way. Skeletons, women over there. I want to come over here. There's a lava pool over here that I'm going to turn into a small obsidian mine. There are better ways to produce obsidian en masse if you need it. I don't need it yet. I will eventually probably build an obsidian farm, but that's for another time. For right now, that is going to get us started out, and I'm going to dig a hole right here. I'm probably going to lose that piece of obsidian, but I'm going to put water there, and now I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to dig. Is there lava under there? Yes, but it doesn't matter because the water put the lava out right away. Quite honestly, as long as I'm wearing full nano, it doesn't really matter because, hey, check this out. Whoa! Oh no, I'm in the lava! Oh no, look at me. I'm burning. Yeah. Full nano actually makes you pretty much invincible, as long as you're wearing it, and as long as it's got power. Swimming in lava does tend to reduce the power in nano very quickly. I don't recommend it. But it's enough to save your bacon if you accidentally fall in. And that's got us enough obsidian for what we need to do. So, I think I left the orange portal out there. I can never remember this. Yep. It was the orange portal. Let's put my goggles revealing back on. See, 1521. 1520 was a few seconds ago. The taint here is rising very, very slowly. But it's nothing to be terribly worried about just yet. We need our book there, and we need 2 diamonds. A diamond there, and a diamond there gives us an enchantment table. I'm also going to want to come over here to my miscellaneous chest, and I'm going to pull out 2 of those thaumium ingots. I'm kind of rolling the dice on this one. I'm hoping I get lucky with something. This is going to make me a thaumium sword. Now, a thaumium sword, as far as the damage it does and the durability it has, it's somewhere between diamond and iron. It's not as strong as iron, or it's not as strong as diamond, but it's not as weak as iron, and it's a little bit more durable than iron, but you get the idea. However, it's extremely enchantable. Let's break the Q block there, and put our enchantment table down. Now, I've got 26 experience levels. Knowing me, it's only a matter of time before I die. I want to use them for something. So we're going to put this in here, and we're going to keep going until we get a level 26 enchantment. This may take a minute or two. I hope it doesn't. There it is, 26. Now, with any luck, the enchantment that I get on this will be Soul Stealer. It probably won't be. I would be okay with looting. Cross your fingers. Fire aspect. Damn it. Well, I can set things on fire. That's kind of cool, right? How did you get out? Come here. Ha! Flaming cow. Drops pre-cooked steak. I love it. Okay, now that I've got my wonderful fire sword, I have to remember that it does have a durability. It can eventually break. How do you fix that? Well, of course, you produce the thaumic duplicator. However, this episode is starting to run a little bit long, so I think I might... Nah, I'm just joking with you. I'm going to produce the thaumic duplicator, and then I'm going to call it. Okay, so the thaumic duplicator is gold ingots, enchanted wood, and animated pistons. How do you make an animated piston? Well, you make an animated piston with a regular piston, some gold, and an air crystal. However, the first thing I need to do is I need to get some of that enchanted wood stuff. Which means I gotta come over here to my miscellaneous chest, which is starting to get quite full. I need to grab my great wood logs. I'm just going to grab one for now. And in my Thaumcraft chest, I need to grab... Let's see, I'm going to need 2 Vaporous crystals, I know. And I'm going to need a couple of Vis crystals. I wouldn't be surprised if you can't get the Soul Stealer enchantment until you have a certain item, which I'm hoping to get the research for soon. I'm really hoping I get it soon. I'm going to do a lot of research off camera in between these episodes and see if I can have any luck. We're going to put the Greatwood log in here with these crystals. That's going to give us our enchanted wood. Now we're going to run the whole way back across town. And we're going to get into here and we're going to go like that. A little bit of that. Need some redstone and some wood. Grab some redstone. Grab some wood, which I'm really not at a loss for anymore, actually. Just take planks. And we need 2 of them. There we go. And this is getting annoying. Back across town. Jumpity jump. Hey, I guess it's a lucky thing I got that steak earlier, huh? There we go. Hunger problem no more. I forgot something. Two gold bars. Gonna need more than that, aren't I? Just take them all. And we put the pistons in, we put the vaporous crystals in, and we put in a couple gold bars. And it's going to pull a lot of my remaining Vs. To get my animated pistons. And if I come in here and I follow the recipe, it's wood on the sides, gold in the corners. My animated piston on the top and the bottom gets me my thaumic duplicator. I thought I had the thaumic repairer. Oh well, the thaumic duplicator is still cool. Yeah, if you put down the thaumic duplicator, which I don't really have a good place to put it right now, so I'm just going to put it right there. I'll fix that later. See, you have a slot here. I don't know what that little button does there. But if you take an item, say a piece of sand, and you put it in the duplicator, it's going to pull... Whoa! It's going to pull these, and it's going to duplicate the item for you. Now this, I think, just sets it to unlimited mode, so it'll just keep pulling and keep repeating it. I wonder if I can duplicate gold. Oh yeah, I can duplicate gold. It costs a lot of Vs to do it, but I can duplicate gold. Oh wow, it costs a lot of Vs to do it. Not real happy about my Vs and taint levels there. I'm going to have to figure out something to do here. But for right now, I'm just going to pick this back up. I'm going to have to get an axe to chop that. I have it with me. There we go. And now, with that nonsense out of the way, I dump my inventory in here. Dump that, and a little bit of you, and some of you, and yeah, throw you in there too. Toss the bucket in. That's fine. Throw in the thaumic duplicator discovery. And I think that's enough for one episode. So, this has been Nightdagger with Let's Play Modded Minecraft, episode 14. Finally, an entire episode pretty much devoted to nothing but Thaumcraft. I'm going to do some more research and start messing around with some bee stuff off camera. Start messing around with the jungle bees that I had. Probably do some more mining. Probably collect a lot more lava from my little lava factory, which I will show you at the beginning of next episode. I'm probably going to have to move it by then, but whatever. And I think next episode, I may pick back up where I left off with logistics. But we'll see when the time comes. I will catch you guys next time. See you later.